For this is life eternal, to know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent, the way. What is the way? Well, we start with integrity, base of the spine, our foundation. And from it springs creativity. Without integrity, nothing is created. All creativity relies on some integrity. And as abundance meets the necessities of life, but with a superabundance. And so our heart overflows with love. We feel loved, we give love. We are loved and loving. We give thanks, we sing praise. Gratitude fills the world around us. So we hear and we see. We're communing with God. Hence, we know God. We have life eternal. So the career is from the bottom up. Our foundation is two things: integrity and creativity. The result is, come up to the stomach now, our needs are met, there's a peace, and there's a superabundance. It's the shalom. We're able to give, flows out of us, we're able to give. So we come up to the heart. We receive love, and we are loving. We give love. Come up to the throat, our mouth, our tongue. We sing gratitude, thankfulness. We give thanks, and we give praise. We are gratitude, you see? Gratitude. Overwhelming gratitude. So we come up to the head. We hear and we see God. We hear good words, and we see all that is lovely. So we are at the crown. We commune with God. We know God. We have life eternal. This is the way. Walk ye in it. We are sent. So we breathe in. crown is where we hold the breath. We're in communion with God. We have life eternal. We are one with, and we are sent. And we breathe out, we think down in reverse order. For we are sent. Well, that's it symbolically. That's the full creeeu, you see. But I find that I wake up, I decide whether I'm sleeping more or not. Might turn on my side to consider sleeping more. And at some point I find I'm on my back again, stretched straight. I stretch a little, breathe comfortably, might be to the beat of 7, and I'm just counting. I'm not thinking of the creeeu or anything like that. I'm just breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in, and so on. And after a while, perhaps a little while, perhaps a bit longer, I extend it to 8. And I might be, after a very short while, thinking of, 2 beats at each station of the spine, so to speak. And at some point I shift on to 9. In that I'm aware now of doing the creeeu very much so. But I don't regiment the mind. I'm not forcing the mind to think. I'm just aware of what the creeeu is. And that the body and the spirit is being blessed by the practice. Then I get to 9. I shift on to 9. And I put it in 3 lots of 3. So I go base of the spine, stomach, heart, and the 9 where you're not breathing, we're holding the breath. I'm just in the throat and the head. And then go in reverse order, heart, stomach, base. And into the next breath. So I carry on breathing to a beat of 9. Indefinitely. Until suddenly I'm inspired to do something. Perhaps I listen to, or I've got something I want to record. Or I choose to listen to what I should be reviewing or what I did yesterday. I mean, what I recorded yesterday. That's how I start the day. And that might string out even to several hours, because depends how much time I've got, of course. How early I woke up. Did I wake up, 2 or 3 in the morning? Or if it's 2, I probably turned over and managed to go to sleep again. But I don't need to if I'm rested, or if I'm inspired to Or if I'm not, but just not sleeping, well, that's fine, I do the creeeu. You'll live your unique way. Make sure it's a blessing. Encourage yourself to be blessed by the way you live. Choose the way you live accordingly, that you be blessed. Thank you, Dad. Yes, when I get to 9, I very often quite quickly switch into the words. Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love. So I do the 9 rather than counting. I'm saying a mantra, aren't I? Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love. And then hold. Our Heavenly Dad, thank you for all your love. And then breathe out. Our Heavenly Dad, which is the our heart, thank you for, which is the stomach, all your love at the base. Notice breathing in where you start, our Heavenly Dad. Well, the base, the very foundation of all things is God's integrity. And from it springs his integrity, his creativity. You can't have creativity without integrity. Things have got to hold together or you can build nothing. So there's a double thing here. And likewise with the stomach, there's a double thing. Our needs are met. But more than that, there's an abundance that we can give. So our needs being met and the joy of giving, there's both a peace, therefore, and a joy. The stomach is both peace in receiving and joy in having an abundance to give. The stomach is the state of shalom, superabundance, you see. And come up to the heart, we both receive love, loving kindness, and we give loving kindness. So we speak thankfulness to God and we sing his praise. We fill the whole of creation with gratitude and all heaven. And so it is that we both hear God and we see God. If you like, we hear the Amen, the Om, and we see God, the light. The understanding. We've come to the crown of glory which we hold for the holding of the breath. We know God. This is life eternal, to know God, the only true God. And we are sent. We know the way. We know the way. We are Jesus. So we go back down the spine, We are on mission here in the world. That's the completeness. We've received, we hold life eternal, and we give life eternal. We receive, we hold, we give. Receive, hold, give. It's an eternal cycle, played out here in terms of breathing, played out in heaven in terms of spirit, played out in the causal in terms of being. Abiding ever in the fullness of God, our Dad. Thank you, Dad. You see, it's at each level, physical, or what we call spiritual, causal, astral, what we think of as mental thought, causal, what we think of as being, oneness with God and all He is, eternal communion. Love you, Dad.